Check 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Come on. That's right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up. Then it bust it open, lift it up. Yeah, come on, lift it up. Then it bust it open for your B-O-Y. Bend it for you, rock it for you, lift it up, baby. Mix it with your bust or not.
Come on, blaze up. You know.
Drop me a nasty beat.
What's up? How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing well. Welcome to the Dollhouse, honey. We are here to talk about what's going on with Zeus. Child, it's not a lot going on in the news today, but I did want to come over here and talk to y'all about what's going on at Zeus, and it is going crazy. I'm telling y'all, something about this Zeus thing is giving me the end of days. It's giving me that this is about the last call for the Zeus Network people. Okay, but we gonna get into it. We got Bad Dolly is on threat of being canceled because she said some real horrible things about what's the girl Kold Killa's kids, about essay and all types of stuff. It's crazy, and people are calling for Bad Dolly to be canceled. Dolly had been going live and going in on everybody, but I think Dolly knew that this was her last season, so we gonna get into that. Also, Scotty versus Jeneisha John. So I don't know why Ray J had Jeneisha John. Why did I bring this over here? I don't know why Ray J. Oh, here you go. I don't know why Ray J had Jeneisha John answer a question regarding Lemmy, and he asked her what he felt or what she felt about, I guess, them having a possibility of a relationship again. And she made mention that basically, you know, he's got a baby on the way. And I don't know why she said that. The internet took it and ran with it and was like, oh my God, she's throwing shade to Scotty. And then Scotty came on the internet and responded, and it's just giving thirsty. And it's like, oh, this is why you be sitting up there upset. It's giving all of that. So Zeus is going ham. I don't know what Lemmy doing, but Zeus is going ham. Then we got Tinkabella. Tinkabella is still wanting us to believe that she never put skin bleach to her skin, and I refuse to let her do it. So y'all come on in, get the likes up on the video. And again, shout out to everybody in the building. If you are new, welcome to the Dollhouse, honey. Welcome. If you are returning Dollar Dawn, welcome back. Oh, you can see my nails? My hands is ashy. But if y'all can see my nails, my fingers ashy. I literally just washed my hands. But yeah, I got my Mardi Gras colors on. So yeah, with that being said, y'all, pull up, y'all, pull over, pop out, and let's get right on into the show, because it don't make sense to try to drag it out, okay? So y'all, shout out to y'all, shout out. So I want to start with Tinkabella. So you guys, and I don't think this will be a really long show, and I shouldn't have said it. Every time I say it, I don't think so. I'm gonna be real. I don't think that this is gonna be a really long show. So I'm gonna go with that. So anyways, Tinkabella does an interview. And in the interview, they asked her about the alleged skin bleaching thing that she had been doing in the past. And Tinka is doubling down on the fact that she has never bleached her skin. She said that she's had sunburn or something like that. She said, but never a skin bleaching. And I'm a dark-skinned girl like Tinkabella. And I'm saying, girl, what? Let's get into Tinka. Let me say this too. I think when Tinka first started, when we first met Tinka and she was bleaching, isn't Tinka like a Caribbean or something? This is no shade. But doesn't her lineage go back to an island? And I'm only asking because that is typical on the islands. A lot of people from the islands and from Africa, not a lot, some people in the islands and some people in Africa like to bleach, because I know it's not a half or not a majority. It's just some people. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, because of that, I know that it had came over to America. So when we first met Tinka and her face was caramel color, but her neck was chocolate, we was like, girl, what's tea? And then when it started to say, oh, that she did say she was some sort of Hispanic. Then she said she like Dominican or Cuban or something. I think she said black Hispanic. That's what she said in black. But then again, that's very vague because black what? Anyways, she wanted us to believe that she wasn't bleaching, and we kept seeing it so prevalent. And then I think once the internet got on her about it, she cut it off. You can notice she never stopped bleaching. I mean, she never bleached again. They said Tinka is African, child. I don't know. She said she Hispanic and black. That's what she said on the last time we saw her. But either way, once it came out that she was bleaching, just like Wendy Osefo from the Real Housewives of Potomac, I told y'all her and her mama was bleaching when we first met them. Once they got here and realized we girls over here don't do that, then they fell back. Well, at least Wendy did. Her mama didn't. Same thing with Tinka. And I start to wonder, is that why her skin, you know what I mean? Because it looks like she was applying it more to her face than anything. But could that be why her skin is like that? I don't know. I'm going to go try to, let me let her say this, but I'm going to go try to look for some old pictures of Tinka skin bleaching so y'all can see exactly what I'm saying. Let's get into it.
I have never bleached in my life, babe. Never. Okay. That was a rumor. Diamond the Body started when we were beefing. It just made sense. You know, I had a sunburn. Black people get sunburn. I did not know, but I'm learning. It happened to me. It's okay. It is what it is. Of course, sunburn, my face does not have those issues. Yeah, I might get a few pimples here and there, but I don't have bad skin. I don't go through that. Pigmentation, yes, I'm a black woman.
That's why your skin not gonna get better, because you really looking us dead in our face like you don't look in the mirror and look at your face more than we do. Girl, your skin is horrible. If anything, you need to be on one of these interviews saying, who is a good dermatologist? Who coming up and know about skin so they can help me? And the sunburn don't turn your skin lighter than what it was. So as long as Tinka get on here and act like she never bleached, well, first of all, for her to say that her skin not bad tells me that everything else is a lie. For you to get on here and say my skin is not bad, girl, everything ever came out of your mouth is nothing but a lie. Okay? But if you gonna get on here and say I never bleached or whatever, I'm sorry, but then turn around and say your skin not bad, then it's a double whammy to me. And that's why your skin not going to get better. You need to be trying to find somebody to help you, girl.
But come on now, all that other shit is lies. I have never bleached in my life. Like, yeah, I have never bleached in my life, babe. Never. Okay. That was a rumor. Diamond the Body started when we were beefing. It just made sense. You know, I had a sunburn. Black people get sunburn. I did not know, but I'm learning. It happened to me. It's okay. It is what it is. Of course, sunburn, my face does not have those issues. Yeah, I might get a few pimples here and there, but I don't have bad skin. I don't go through that. Pigmentation, yes, I'm a black woman, but
girl, Tinka, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. And you know what's crazy about this though? I find this on the cast with a lot of the girls, because even what's this girl? Even Rolly does this. It's like when they get on baddies, it's like there's a clique or a standard, and everybody try to meet said clique or standard. Like whatever the standard is of beauty or whatever the standard is of that, they'll try so hard to reach that, even if they never make it. You feel what I'm saying? But ultimately, girl, what are you talking about? Just like Tinkabella trying to act as if we're not looking at what we're looking at, I find the same situation with Rolly. Rolly is another person who makes us seem like our eyes are lying to us, like the things that we're actually witnessing and seeing aren't real. The fact of the matter is this. Girl, Rolly on the table getting surgery after surgery, trying to be skinny and eating bad. And then you over here acting like your skin ain't bad and we can see it. Just like we see Rolly eating potato chips and cake every episode, but going lay down on the table. Like, Tinka, stop. Stop. Tinka's face was hella light way lighter than the rest of her body. And that don't come from no doggone sunburn. And mind you, I'm a girl, dark-skinned girl, and I get it, everybody different. But I'm a girl who could be out in the sun all day and all night. Some people can't. I'm not saying that everybody's the same. But for you to get sunburned and it turn your face lighter, yeah. We all know this girl bleaches. I wanted to see if I could try to find, let me go on Google and see if Google could show me something. Because here we go. Hold on. I should have put it in TikTok. Look like it. Look at Tinka, y'all, and tell me what I'm talking about. Tell me I ain't looking at what I'm talking about. Did it go off? Girl, get off here. We ain't ask you. We want to see Tinka. Look at Tinka. You can look at between Tinka's thigh. Hold on, let me try to make this bigger. You can look at the difference between Tinka's face and her thigh. And you can tell that there's something, and some people might say it's the makeup. I don't think so, because even when she wasn't having a fight, no matter of fact, was that dime in the body she fought? And her makeup was off and she still had them black marks around her eyes and her skin was still that color? Like, Tinka definitely bleached. She kind of give me Lil' Kim tease. Y'all remember when Lil' Kim couldn't get and still can't get her bleach right? If y'all ever pay attention to Lil' Kim, and I love Lil' Kim, but if y'all ever pay attention to Lil' Kim, watch her hand whenever it pass her face or get up close to the top of her body. You'll notice that Lil' Kim hand looked like mine, but her face looked like Tinka's. Tinka definitely bleached. Like, and it's okay. I would rather her say, you know what? I used to think Bleacher was lit till I got on Baddies. And then I realized that stuff wasn't the bees. So I had to leave it alone. But then again, I understand because people were crucified and say she anti-black. I get it. Maybe she just rolling the lie out. But Tinka, girl, you definitely bleached. And this is another thing. It's something I noticed on the show, on Baddies. When she was like, when she had them too short pants on, y'all remember she was like, I gave this coochie up and had a baby. And she was saying, it's nah, Dolly, you lost and all of that crap. And I gave it. I'm sitting up there saying, why is she standing? First of all, her coochie wasn't even tied up and burnt and clipped and sewed back up yet. And she on stage with her ass out enough to catch pneumonia up the ass. But she was on stage with her ass out, patting on her coochie like Evelyn Lozada, talking about, yeah, I gave this coochie up to have a baby. The only thing I could think of is whoever Lemmy's brother is, because they say, you know, allegedly, they say that that's who the baby daddy is. Zeus Diddy's brother. Lemon Pepper, his brother. Okay? I can only imagine him just looking at her like, I mean, I'm not a man, but if I got her pregnant and she went back somewhere with her literal ass out, patting on her coochie, talking about, I had to give this coochie up to have a baby. Ew. Yeah, I would not want to be with her. I would not want nothing. I would be actually ashamed that I got her pregnant. If Zeus Diddy's brother skeeted off in her, it had to be a drunk night. That's all I could think of. And this is no shade. I don't think Tinka is ugly or not, but she's trashy. She's very, very trashy. But again, it's Baddies. I forgot what show we was talking about. It's Baddies. My bad. I be doing what I want. How would Natalie be saying? I don't complain. I just paid the tab. Show me what you have. I don't care what you have. Me, I be stacking it. I ain't gonna lie. The last episode, I never listened to that song. I always fast forward. But I ain't gonna lie. When I watched the episode last time, I let that bitch play. And I ain't gonna lie, it's a bop. I hate it. I hate that I had to come on here and say it. I hate that I had to be truthful. But I did this time. I let it play. I said, let me see. It's a bop. I don't know who writing this shit for Natalie, But Natalie, you a lucky bitch. It's about. It is about. It is a show me what you have. I don't care what you have. Me, I be stacking it. I was like, oh wait, what you say? In the Maldives, it's immaculate. Girl, I was like, I hate that I liked it though. Cause y'all know how I feel about Natalie. You know? I just hate that Natalie made a song that I really liked. So I just vowed not to play it outside of the song. I mean, outside of the show. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Every season, Natalie come on with a bop for a song. Yes, she do. Every season that what it is, BADDIBE day, whatever shit, that's a bop too. Whoever producing for Natalie, you a cold nigga. Cause Natalie is a clear woman. And how you can make her a star, I don't get it. But I ain't gonna lie, that I be doing what I want. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, at first I was just like, I be doing, you know how you start off and you just be mumbling the words, I be doing what I want. I be doing what I want. I ain't gonna lie. See by that chorus in that second half, when she was saying, take them to the Maldives, it's immaculate. I was saying, me, I be stacking it. Me, I be having it. Girl, I need to stop. I have to stop. Girl, I don't be up in there with them baddies people, girl. But it is what it is. Natalie, you got your one on your hands, fag. Good luck with it. Let's move on. The outside mix she had with, oh yeah, that bitch, we outside. That's a bop too. I just hate to give her the credit. I know I'm wrong. I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to say it out loud. I just, not Natalie. No, anybody but Natalie. Just not her. She just don't deserve it, you know? Mm-hmm. Sorry, y'all. I be thirsty as hell. Plus, I drank a cold drink before I drank this, so I gotta follow it back with more water. So, anyways, we gotta move on to Dolly versus the kids. Girl, first of all, before we get to Dolly versus the kids, let me pull her on here. Let me get Dolly up here. Hold on. Everybody hates Dolly. Dolly have a song. She went on this doggone thing, and the people dragged Dolly down to the ground. Yes, y'all did. They was in a crowd in New York saying, F Dolly, F Dolly. And my girl Dolly took them lemons and went made a lemon meringue pie, I'm sorry. And went turned the song and it said, if it's Dolly, then it's you too. And I said, okay, Dolly. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't get past that part with Dolly. But I did like the part when she said, when they were saying, oh, Dolly, oh, Dolly, oh, Dolly. And she came in, what? Who? And then she said, if it's Dolly, then it's you too. I was like, okay, I like that. I ain't gonna lie. I like it. But wait a minute. We can't do Dolly yet. We got to save Dolly last because Dolly do a lot of cursing. Y'all put Dolly on the back burner. We got to go get Scotty and them. Hold on, because Dolly do a lot of cursing. I want to make sure we get through the live where we can at least monetize it. Okay. But yeah, we're going to come right back to Dolly. Let's get into Jeneisha John and Scotty. So let me say this with Scotty. First of all, shout out to Scotty. Congratulations to her for being pregnant. If that's a thing or whatever. But congratulations to Scotty. I told y'all how I feel about Scotty's situation. But before we get into that with her, between her and Jeneisha, let me say this. When Scotty was on the show this weekend, and Scotty sat down and talked to the girls about Natalie basically being jealous of her. And I don't know if she used those words. Scotty was absolutely right. And let me tell you why. Because they got a lot of Natalies. A lot of y'all have friends that are Natalies. And let me tell you what that means when I say friends that are Natalies. These are the girls who don't mind you being their friend as long as you don't surpass them. As long as you don't do as good as them, as long as people don't pay more attention or at least a lot of attention to you, things of that nature. Scotty was the very cute girl, very nice girl, but very quiet girl. See, people saw Scotty in the corner and was like, oh, that's Scotty. And Natalie being the mouthpiece, she always worked the rooms and things of that nature. That was the perfect dynamic for Natalie. because not only were they scissoring on the low, but friend-wise, I don't have to compete there. And this is the gag what I find with people like Natalie. Typically, people like Natalie be low-key hating on their friend because they know their friend potential. You see what I'm saying? So Natalie, in my opinion, once Scotty got on with Lemmy and they became a couple, and like Scotty said, we started taking trips and doing things. That's when it became a huge problem for Natalie. I don't think she necessarily cares that Scotty is with Lemmy. Maybe she does, because the rumor is that Natalie was sleeping with Lemmy too. I'm sorry. But what it is in Natalie's mind, even if Scotty don't make no more money than her, in Natalie's mind, Scotty, bitch, you just surpassed me. And this is the worst part about people like a Scotty. People like Scotty don't even know they in doggone in competition. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up a picture with both of them. Scotty wouldn't even know they're in competition until she level up. You see what I'm saying? So when she said what she said, I was like, okay, now that makes sense, because everything was cool all the way up until Scotty got with Lemmy and got with him for real. She was already treating the girl funny when they was messing around. Y'all remember when they went to dinner and Natalie, put a 3 in the chat. When Natalie went to dinner with Scotty a few seasons ago, and then when Scotty food came out early or first, remember Natalie got mad and they had this big old argument. Back then, I was like, it's because they scissoring. And I still believe that's why. But it really was because she was screwing probably at the time with Lemmy. Remember Lemmy came out the back and broke up the fight? Because we was like, what the hell Lemmy doing there? Now it makes sense. I think what happened was Lemmy probably started taking a lot of interest in Scotty. And when he did that, it triggered something into Natalie. Because remember, I'm Natalie Nunn. I'm the one with the chin and the vapes. I am the one who get to come on here. I have the mouth. I have the personality. Yeah, Scotty, you cute. Yeah, Scotty, you pretty and you have a body, but you don't have the je ne sais quoi. You don't have it. I'm the girl. But when the boss, the CEO, and I use that word loosely, but when the boss / CEO Zeus Network, Lemmy, shows a lot of interest in Scotty, then automatically it makes Natalie feel like she lost. And this is the worst part about the Scotty situation. Scotty probably sitting there like, girl, I didn't even know we was in competition. Like, what in the entire F? You know what I'm saying? I know exactly how that feels. But anyways, so I'm glad that Scotty was able to talk about that. Let me get it on here, because that was very important. Now, I don't know if she was just doing that to make a storyline, because Scotty has not really been in the storyline on Zeus Network this season because she is pregnant. You know what I'm saying? She hasn't really been doing much of a storyline. However, when she is talking, she's either trying to catch up on mess so they can fight again, or she's trying to figure out her stuff between, or at least now we see she's trying to figure out her situation between her and Natalie. Do I think she want to get to the bottom of it? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe she needs some closure. But I do think that she is hurt that she lost her friend, because regardless to anything, her and Natalie were once friends. You know, but Natalie, one of those people, care more about money than anything. And this is the worst thing. Scotty didn't win anything. Only thing Scotty got was a wet ass and a pregnant belly. That's it. We have not seen Scotty reap the benefits of this quote unquote millionaire baby. We haven't seen anything, as a matter of fact. Only thing we have seen as far as Lemmy, Zeus, and Scotty is they travel a lot and they do a lot of shows. That's it. So with that being said, I'm not looking at it like Scotty won per se, because I don't think Scotty was in the competition. But I do think that everybody else sees it like that, because they think that being with somebody or being in close proximity to somebody with money means that you have it. And that's just not the deal. Now, let me also bring this up as well, because we got to be real in the field. If we're going to talk about it, we're going to talk about it. Okay? Before we get into Scotty and this whole bit, I'm going to remind y'all every chance I get. Hold on. How you spell name? Oh. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. I'm going to remind y'all every chance I get of what it was before. Because remember, before it was a Scotty and Lemmy, it was a Jeneisha, John, and Lemmy, okay? And Scotty played her part and made it seem like she wasn't interested in that boy and act like it was all cool, when the fact of the matter is, it was not. Hold on, Scotty. Let me see if I can pull it. I thought I had it on here, but if not, I'll see if I can pull it up. Scotty's getting her just due with this Jeneisha bit. And the reason being is because, like I said, Scotty played her part and waited her turn. And now that she got her turn, she got to understand what her turn comes with. And that turn, comes with more than just a good time. It comes with whatever he's done to these other women. You got to know that you've taken that spot and you're next. Okay? Where in the hell is that video? So there's a video, if I can't find it. Somebody can send it to me if I can't find it. I probably won't even get it if y'all send it to me. But there's a video, I showed it on the channel before, of Scotty, Natalie, Lemmy. Let me see. Let me look this way. Hold on. Lemmy and do Jeneisha. See, the way you have to search on Instagram is very different from other search engines. I know where I could find it faster. It seems like TikTok understands. Hold on. All right, let me see if I can search this way. If not, I'm gonna try to search it the other way through TikTok. Let me just share this with y'all so y'all can see. This is Jeneisha John. This is who Scotty was, not Scotty. This is who Lemmy was with first. This is who he came on the scene with as his woman. She's a Caribbean, I want to say, but beautiful girl. Beautiful. Jeneisha is a beautiful, beautiful girl. And she seems like she might have a head on her shoulders, unlike some other people, meaning, one thing I will give Jeneisha that I have to say that maybe age and maturity came into wisdom, or wisdom came into play here. Let's really talk about it. At least, even if Jeneisha got played, let's say Jeneisha got played and she was never nothing to Lemmy. Jeneisha has a job, and I'm pretty sure some sort of stake or something from all of this, okay? Jeneisha isn't one of those people who was just getting up with a wet ass and just happy to be there with Lemmy. It seems to me like that's Scotty. Scotty is just happy to be there. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if that's going to work for Lemmy. The reason being is because Lemmy seems like a go-getter type of dude. And a woman who's just there for a person like Lemmy has idle time. And idle time creates an idle mind. And an idle mind becomes an insecure one. And an insecure one creates problems and headaches for their relationship. So I don't know how the Scotty and Lemmy thing is going to go, because like I said, Scotty's just a girl who's happy to be there. At least Jeneisha came in and said, okay, you're going to be my little, yeah, cool. I need a job at the network. Yeah, I need a job at the network. What you need me to do? Host the reunions? All right, bet. The point is, I'm leaving here with something. Does that make sense? If this never goes well, if we never even break out into a long-term relationship, the point is, with Jeneisha, I'm leaving here with something. I'm not walking in here empty-handed and leaving out the same way. I'm walking in empty-handed, but I'm leaving out with an arm full of shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I will always respect Jeneisha for that. And let this be a lesson to the ladies and the young ladies in the chat. Never just be happy to be there. That's the worst thing you could do. Don't just think you're nurturing and offering of you nurturing a man, especially like Lemmy, is going to be all that you need. Never, ever, ever just be happy to be there. Whatever you do, it's the worst thing you could do. I cannot. Hold on. Let me see if I put cheat. Maybe it'll come up that way. Let me see. I can't believe I can't find this doggone video. But there's a video going around of Scotty basically playing her part. while Lemmy was over there with his girlfriend. And Scotty, if I find it, I'll show it to y'all. But anyway, we gotta fast forward because I don't want to spend too much time trying to look for it. So now fast forward. I don't know what show this is between Ray J and Jeneisha. Love Cabin. It says during the Love Cabin season 1 reunion, Ray J asked Lemmy's ex Jeneisha John, "What's up with them knowing Lemmy is with Scotty now and Scotty is pregnant? Was Ray J being messy?" So they doing Love Cabin reunion, and that's another thing. Like I said, never ladies and gentlemen, be happy to be there. She don't just do the reunion, it sounds like, for baddies. I don't watch any other shows on Zeus. She doing reunions for multiple shows. She over here on the reunion with Love Cabin. She actually has some type of stock. I don't know if it's actual stock, but she's got some type of stock or something in this Zeus network. If there was a game to be played between Jeneisha and Scotty, Scotty lost, Jeneisha won. They say she also produces. Yeah, I wouldn't give a damn what Lemmy got going on. Would not care. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not saying I wouldn't feel played. I would feel played, like, damn. But then again, after I get over feeling played, I charge it to the game. Because I'm pretty sure Jeneisha got him like that. Let's talk about it. After I feel played and cry and all of that, I charge it to the game and I'll be back at work like Jeneisha is right now. Getting a coin. While Scotty is happy to be there buying this nigga antique cars. With what money? With what money? Because Scotty with the baby is not going to do well. Y'all already proved that. Whenever they have the small segments with Scotty, 90% of y'all stroll right through it. So y'all don't want to see Scotty. You don't want to see it. Regardless of how much y'all like Scotty, she's so uninterested. Y'all do not want to see that girl. So, yeah, this is bad. Let's get into Jeneisha and Ray J being messy. Oh, let me unmute it.
Yeah, what's up with you and Lemmy? Are you and Lemmy good?
Lemmy got a baby on the way.
Well, I mean, oh, Sheila. Are you actually dating someone? Or are you dating? Yeah, what's up with you and Lemmy? Are you and Lemmy good?
Lemmy got a baby on the way.
Well, I mean, oh, Sheila. Are you actually dating someone? Or are you dating?
So Ray J asks, "What's up with you and Lemmy?" And she says, "Lemmy got a baby on the way." These are facts. Like, it's not up for debate. Lemmy actually has a baby on the way with Scotty. I mean, I don't understand. Now, people took that as shade. Is it shade? Well, yeah, because you didn't have to say all that. She could just be like, "Oh, you know what? That was in the past. I'm moving on, doing whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop." And that'll be that. But she threw it out there to make it seem to y'all. First of all, she obviously read y'all comments and she obviously know what y'all be saying about her behind the scenes. Let's start there first, okay? Then on top of that, she don't want to look bitter about it, which I wouldn't blame her if she was to some extent. She don't want to look bitter about it. She want to look still poised, still pretty, like I'm here, but still still point out the fact that regardless of what y'all think, I'm good. He over there. Okay. Now, she didn't have to say he had a baby on the way, but she said it for a reason, to get the reaction that we got, you know? And let me tell you why else she said it. Not for us, not for Scotty, for Lemmy. Because it wouldn't surprise me if Lemmy is still creeping over there. See, y'all don't understand this little beady-eyed fool, okay? Lemon Pepper, Zeus Diddy as I call him, he is one of those dudes who never had girls his whole life. It took his adult years to finally get money and attention from girls. He is not about to settle down with nobody no time soon. Zeus Diddy has his pick of the litter when it comes to the women. And he is going to pick every chance he gets. He's not going to be faithful to Scotty. He's not going to be faithful to Jeneisha. He's not even going to be faithful to God. This nigga in his mind is his own God. All he know is, I got money. I'm Lemmy. All the hoes, big, small, tall, in between, want me, and I'm about to take advantage. That's just the facts of the matter here. Right, Scotty is simply just baby mama number one. Thank you, Carmen. That's literally all she is at this point. Baby mama, light on the baby mama, but heavy on number one. Because you got the no more coming behind it. So, I don't know. I just don't see Lemmy's doing what he needs to do or what he feel like he should be doing in this moment, and that's doing him. So yeah, I don't see how anybody wins here. Let me go get Scotty responding to Lemmy. So Scotty then responded, not to Lemmy. Scotty must have saw this go viral on the internet, and Scotty responded. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Scotty responded to the thing because obviously all of the T pages picked it up. Everybody was like, oh, this is messy. Oh, I wonder what Scotty's saying. And let me tell y'all something. Like I told y'all with Jeneisha and Scotty, both of them and all these other celebrities, they watch the internet. They ain't got nothing else to do. They watching us on the internet. Okay? I need y'all to really, really, really understand. Celebrities don't watch each other, they watch us. So everything we on here saying, they know. Everything that we say about these celebrities, the ones who care, they on here searching so they can know. I need y'all to really understand that. So when Jeneisha is responding, she's not only responding to who she responded to, she responding to us. And when Scotty responding, she was not only responding to who she responding to, she responding to us too. Let me see where I pulled it up. I think it should be on. And did y'all notice that the Zeus Network been posted a lot on the Neighborhood Talk and the Shade Room? I don't know if the Shade Room for sure, but definitely the Neighborhood Talk. It's like y'all do know. I'm assuming, I don't know this to be a fact, but I'm assuming that being on the Neighborhood Talk is equivalent to like buying a billboard in Times Square. Like from what I hear, you could just buy a slide or something. And I ain't heard it. I just assume it. I ain't gonna lie. I just assume you could just buy a slide. That's what it's giving. Hold on. Y'all give me a second. I could have swore I had this up. I mean, I probably do. Just can't find it. Oh. All right. All right. Let's see. Scotty with the body responds to Jeneisha John. And oh, did y'all? I didn't see these pictures. Y'all seen these? Can I make this bigger? How they say? Keep your friends close. How it go? How the thing go? How it go? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, something like that. And this is when Jeneisha was with that man. Let me tell y'all something too. When, not if, and I'm not saying this to be negative because I understand what's coming. When Scotty gets played, do not come on this internet mad that people don't feel bad for her. Listen to me and listen to me good. Not if, but when Scotty gets her just doing her karma, because it's coming. I don't want her fan base on here windmilling with their head down because the rest of us don't feel bad. We understand what's happening here. A lot of us has seen this movie. We've starred in them. Like, I need y'all to pay attention. I just don't want nobody to sit up there and say, oh, you know, y'all wrong. That girl Scotty, this, that, and the third. Girl, please. Please. Somebody help me out. Girl, y'all gotta be careful in these streets. I don't know who need to hear this. I thank God I don't have no man or no friends. Thank you, Lord. But I'm going to tell y'all now, be careful in these streets. These hoes be sitting right next to you, plotting on you, girl, ready to bury you down to the ground. Be careful. Let me tell you something about the snakes. They don't come in the forms of people you don't know. They always come in the forms of people you do know. People got to know you to hate you. Nigga said Jeneisha looked like she wanted her too. Quiet as it's kept. It wouldn't surprise me if they was over there doing threesomes. Y'all know that's how Krishan got caught up with Blueface in them. Bloop. It wouldn't surprise me if they was over there scissoring and doing threesomes together, and then Lemmy started liking a little, you feel me? Nothing passes me, or nothing surprises me down at the Zeus Network. Nothing. Now let's get into the response. I found it, y'all. So Scotty responds to the whole situation and says this. It says, Scotty goes off on Jeneisha John after commenting on Scotty's pregnancy. Scotty claims Lemmy's ex was throwing shade. This is Scotty. She says, don't throw shade. Come be a baddie, babe. And then somebody says, I love you, Scotty, but Jeneisha didn't even throw shade at all. And she was, and was that Lemmy? Got a baby on the way. Is that true or not true? And then Scotty says, was that the question that was asked? It says, no shade. No, it was shade. And then somebody else said, you obviously bothered. Don't make whole statements about a child, to do better. Lemmy ain't even it. And then Scotty says, she made plenty of captions, but y'all praise it until I do it back. But Scotty, back up. Because I don't want us to start at the middle. I want us to start at the beginning. Scotty, Jeneisha don't owe you nothing. Jeneisha don't owe you nothing. I need y'all to really understand this. Because see, now this is where the delusion starts to kick in. Jeneisha don't owe Scotty nothing. If Jeneisha decided today that she was going to take the rest of her days and troll Scotty, she will be well within her rights. Jeneisha don't owe you nothing, even if she wanted to throw shade. You supposed to take that on the chin. You took her nigga. You took it. Hold on. Somebody wanted it. Now, I ain't going to do it. Shalelle, I saw you in there talking about voodoo can't read. Your mom can't read, bitch. How about that? Your mom can't read. I can't see under these lights, but I don't need to explain that to you. Your name's Shell. You can't read, bitch. Your mom can't read. Nah, raggedy hoe. Talking about voodoo can't read. Bitch, eat out my reading ass, bitch. How about that? Read out this ass. I saw you, bitch. I can't see. I can read. I can't see. Bitch. That bitch said, oh, voodoo can't read. I ain't gonna lie. Speaking of can't read, I ain't saying can't read, but they tear me up on Twitter, but I don't care. They call me they dragging me on Twitter, but I don't give a damn. It's about my stances. But anyway, this is the point, y'all. This is the point. Scotty, don't nobody owe her nothing. Nothing. Nobody owes Scotty anything. Jeneisha, you don't owe Scotty. Scotty, if anything, you owe Jeneisha, girl. But here goes Scotty saying, oh, don't get mad when I clap back. How, Sway? How? You're not. See, we starting in the middle. Let's start at the beginning. You took that girl, old man. And then you got pregnant by that girl, old man. Like, girl. Scotty, this ain't gonna look good for you, fat. Let me see. Let me go back to the other video. This not gonna look good for Scotty because I'm telling y'all, listen to me. Mark my words. Mark my words.
way.
Well, I mean,
Scotty gonna be on this bitch crying. Watch. Scotty gonna be on this bitch crying. And when she start to crying and looking like Shell, I don't want to hear nothing. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nothing. When that girl get the crying, because that nigga done took her through there, how the hoes be saying, take me through there, take me through there. Because that nigga done took her through there, I don't want to hear it because it's coming. How you meet them is how you lose them. It is on the way. I'm telling you, and I'm not trying to say it to be negative. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. It's just the truth. So, Jeneisha, girl, you dodged the bullet. At least I'll say this too. Jeneisha is smart enough to not get pregnant, and she's smart enough to get a job. She's smart enough to not get pregnant, and she's smart enough to get a job. Where here it is, Scotty just happy to be there. Yeah, that's a big difference. Huge, huge difference. Wait, what? What's all the jobs she got? Somebody was naming her jobs. They say Jeneisha's a producer on Baddies, Bad Boys, Baddies Gone Wild, Jocelyn Show, Love Cabin, Rolly Show. Damn. And this is the worst part. Jeneisha probably letting Lemmy do what he won't do till he come back home. Mm-hmm. Facts. But we'll see. Now let's move into Bad Dolly. They say Dolly. I say you too. They say Dolly. They say you too. Whatever she be saying. So Bad Dolly from Baddies is about to get canceled. Why? Because Bad Dolly went forward when she was getting into it with Kold Killa about her kids. So we all know Kold Killa and Dolly had a fight on this last episode of Baddies because basically Kold Killa clocked Dolly's teeth. And let me just say this. Kold Killa was absolutely right in everything she said about Bad Dolly versus Summer and Lex. The facts of the matter is none of them girls was really friends in real life. Period, point blank. They were not friends in real life. Dolly is the kind of girl that kind of told on herself. When Dolly said, what she said? When Dolly said, bitch, I done fought my friends before. I fight friends. Huge red flag. If you have a friend in y'all fist fight, that's not your friend, my love. Let me say this again. If you or somebody you know have a friend and y'all be fist fighting, y'all not friends. That's not your friend. Friends don't fight. Does that make sense? So right then and there told me, oh, Dolly a cold girl. She plays for keeps. She plays for keeps. I ain't mad at it, but I didn't know that. Then I started paying attention. Lex was the only one heartbroken about the breakup of the big three. Dolly didn't give a damn. She just felt played. Dolly knew coming from under Summer that she wasn't going to get as much camera time. She wasn't going to get as much action with the people. She knew coming from under Summer is almost a wrap for her. Dolly is a beautiful girl sometimes. Dolly is a talented girl, maybe. You feel what I'm saying? She do hair, so she is talented. She's not a talented rapper. She does hair, so she is a talented hair doer or whatever your case. But anyways, Dolly doesn't have a personality like like Lex does not have a personality. I know y'all mad that I'm not even team nobody because I don't really take teams, but I know y'all mad that I be telling y'all the truth about the situation with Summer, and I'm going to say it till I can't say it no more. Zeus is literally portraying a scene where that girl is doing worse than what she's doing, and they making y'all hate her more than you already do. And to the women who be on here talking all that stuff, and this is another thing because we're going to get to it, because it's a lot of the women that want Dolly canceled for the things she said about Kold Killa's kids, but y'all the same one laughing Kiki at Summer. Girl, this is why I say, and it just dawned on me. I never said I wanted to go live on Baddies no more. But we here. But I did say I was going to tread light and pick my topics on Baddies topics. Pick my poison. The reason being is because the fan base. Y'all almost as crazy as the millimeters. Different breed. Because the same girls who are upset that Kold Killa's kids were said about in a negative way are the same girls that are happy that Summer's lip is falling off. That's why I say it's a bunch of unhealed, crazy weirdos. No shade. Shout out to baddies and shout out to the baddies crew. I just can't rock with y'all. I just can't. I could watch the show with y'all, but the feedback, I don't know. It'll send you on a whirlwind of mental gymnastics. But the point is this. Dolly wasn't really tripping off the breakup. She already knew it was over. It was Lex who was heartbroken. And it comes out it was because Dolly was the one who came out and said that they slept together. Now, let's be clear. Let's really be clear. The reason why Lex was so heartbroken was for two reasons. Number one, I believe she was in love with Summer. And I don't want nobody to say, Drowned Dream says Summer never learned to be quiet. Why she got to be quiet? This is a genuine question. I'm serious. I am really, 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 really serious. I really want to know the psychology behind this. Why is it that Summer got to be quiet and nobody else? I know why, but I really want somebody in the comments to really help me. It's like y'all want her to be right up to y'all line of where you want her to be. And then if she crossed that, you want to thrash her and take her. Why she got to be quiet? Y'all never tell Anna be quiet. Y'all never. Biggie is the loudest motherfucker this whole season. Y'all never tell Biggie to be quiet. But because it's Summer, and this is why I'm taking up for Summer. That's why. That's why, because y'all hate her, because y'all don't even know why you hate her. I don't even think it's because she's dark-skinned. I don't think it's colorism. I think they're being told what to do by the network. Remember, my theory is Zeus is telling y'all to hate Summer. They crafting this storyline like this girl is just so horrible. Bad enough they had y'all thinking she was blowing up Natalie's phone last episode. Turns out she only called her once. Once. Somebody said Summer go on and on. Anna don't go on and on. Biggie don't go on and on. I'm trying to see something. Who don't go on and on? Who on? Y'all mad. Y'all really mad. Y'all is. I don't care what you say. Y'all jealous. Summer a hood dirty bitch and she made it. That's what bothers your inside parts. Not only is she a hood dirty bitch who made it, she the most popular on the show. It eats y'all up on the inside. Yes, it do. A hood dirty bitch who was never supposed to made it. Not only made it, she surpassed all of y'all faves. I'm talking about popularity. Y'all hate it. Y'all hate it. It eats away at your souls. It eats you up. That girl don't do nothing no different from nobody on that show. Y'all hate it. Y'all hate that Summer reminds you of what you couldn't do. Ooh! Let's talk about it. Summer reminds a lot of the Baddies fans how she made it and I didn't. How she got to the show and got a fan base and I didn't. Yep. Facts. Say what you want. Call it how you want. That's why it happens on the subconscious. Because see, consciously, you think you creating this own thought. Zeus Network telling y'all to hate the girl. Y'all don't really hate her. But Zeus Network told you, so you hate her. But she reminds you of your failures. That's what it is. Summer came out of nothing, out the Detroit projects, from the Detroit slums. I'm talking about barely making it. You get it? And Summer came on Zeus, a hood, dirty bitch, and she can't fight. This is another thing drive y'all. She can't fight. That eats y'all up. She can't fight neither. And she don't shut up. So you mean you could dismantle this girl face and she still gonna talk? That eats away at your souls. it burns your insides like acid. That's a fact. That's a fact. You can't tell me no different. Most of the baddie fans, not all, but most of the baddies fans are delusional. I'm telling you, they delusional. They delusional. And most of the baddies fans are very clique-ish. So if we all like this one, then we all gotta like this one. If we all hate this one, then we all gotta hate this one. If we all feel like this, everybody gotta feel the same. Everybody gotta look the same. And if anybody colors outside of the line, they all become just the worst person in the world. Y'all hate Summer, and I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna move on. You guys, Baddies University, Baddies Zeus Network, y'all hate Summer because she reminds you that you still have failed in life. And that's not her fault. Take a look at the woman in the mirror and start from scratch, okay? That ain't that girl fault. That ain't that girl fault. It's just not. And I'm not expecting most of y'all to understand, because most baddies fans are kind of surface level thinkers. No shade. I'm not even being mean. Y'all are surface level thinkers, meaning y'all only go with what your eyes see and y'all just go from there. So with that being said, I understand why what I'm saying is going to go over most of people's heads. But listen to me. You may not catch it today, but you'll catch it on another day. Y'all are jealous of what she has become because you haven't become it. Period. Now, Dolly versus, because we're not even on Summer. We on Dolly. Because remember, y'all said Summer was the one who outed out the fact that her and Lex was sleeping together. Now, I did see the people that were saying, well, Summer must have outed it first because Summer went live first. I think we would have to guess or figure out who, which came first. Were they filming first or was the live first? I don't know when they filmed that specific episode. I'm not really sure, but either way, Summer did go live and say that her and Lex slept together. But if we don't know when they filmed the episode, we don't know what came first. Whether it was Dolly exposing it first or Summer exposing it first. But this is what we found on the episode last night or night before last. Dolly came on here, and Dolly was on the episode mad, pissed even, because she had to fight 10 bitches by herself. Where the Lex fans at? I'm off Summer. I got a real question with the Lex fans. Why didn't Lex jump in to help Dolly in none of her fights? This is a genuine question. And I know y'all gonna get on here and say, but no voodoo, nobody jumped her. It don't matter. Just the idea that Summer brought people in to fight Dolly. Why didn't Lex jump in? And some people gonna say, well, Vu, she was between a rock and a hard place because she loves Summer. Her loving Summer don't have nothing to do with knocking the Mario coins out of one of her cousins. Again, why didn't Lex jump in the fight between her and Dolly? What y'all don't want to say is because Lex is trying to play it cool so Lex can remain on the show. Lex ain't Dolly's friend. Lex ain't never been Dolly's friend. Lex has always been Summer's scissor partner and Lex's friend. Okay? I know shade. I'm not saying that she had to jump in, but to see Lex come out of the woodworks like Superman for Mariah Lynn, y'all cannot tell me that the big three was having issues long before we knew about it. Lex, you're dirty, bro. For Lex not jumping in none of them fights, or at least trying to mitigate, the only thing Lex did in one of them fights was tell Dolly to stop saying stuff about Kold Killa's kids. That's it. But Lex didn't do nothing. She sat there and watched them girls fight. She watched this girl, Dolly, tell up all these girls by herself and did nothing. And because of that, you're not going to tell me no otherwise that Dolly waited till, when Tasiki came over there and talked to Dolly and was like, Dolly, what's going on between Summer and Lex? Or what's going on between you and Lex? And that girl turned around and said, I don't know, she just mad because Summer ate her coochie or she ate Summer's coochie. That was on purpose. That was on purpose. Now, Dolly's going to make it seem like she wasn't saying it like that. Oh, it wasn't like that. I was just saying it, but I wasn't mad at Lex. Bullshit. Bullshit. The only reason why she'll never tell you she was mad at Lex, because that's a fight she might not win. Get me on here. Let's really call a thing and call a spade a spade. If Lex was somebody Dolly thought she could really whoop up on, she would have fought Lex too. But Lex ain't the type of girl you just run up on. So Dolly picked her picked her poison and said, yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. But I'll throw some shade though. That's the only reason Dolly didn't fight Lex. If Lex fought like Summer, she would have beat the fuck out of Lex. Period, point blank. But Lex could fight, so she gotta tread light, as she should. Okay? So now Dolly gets on here and says that she didn't realize she spilled the tea between Lex and Summer. The point is, Lex and Summer lied. They both was eating each other coochie. And Summer was on here saying that Lex's coochie was small and pretty. Y'all, it's a lot. Let's get into this girl talking about, first of all, Dolly looks so bad. Dolly got a lot of hair, but Dolly got to stop gluing them wigs on her edges. You see right there? All her hair going right there. She going to start looking like Rolly. She better stop. She going to get cradle cap.
The fans, they need to pay attention. Whoa.
And I ain't even the first person that said that.
You know what she said? Why you say stuff about she was what was he? That's what Dolly just told me. She said that I'm trying to.
Oh, I aired it out. I did.
You did. Everybody on you been raving about that too. Oh, Dolly was the one that started all that.
I started it. Didn't know.
You ain't started shit. You just told the people why they look.
Oh, I did say that. Oh, I did. I said, let's try because I know something into it. You didn't say nothing about that's so messed up. I just was all over the place. I wasn't even thinking not to say nothing. So there it is. Dolly admitted to being the one who bought it out. Okay, now we could sit in here and argue and say when the scene was filmed, but Dolly still is the one bought it to the group. Dolly is the one on the scene because regardless, this is how you know the live couldn't have been done prior to the scene being filmed. Because if Summer went live prior to this scene, I'm pretty positive they would have fought just off of that comment alone. Meaning Summer, Lex, and Dolly would have had beef off of what Summer said on live the night before. So I don't think that the live happened before they filmed. What I believe is they filmed, and then once Lex and some of them started getting into it behind the scenes, that's what it seems like Summer came out on her TikTok or whatever and said what she said. Because you're not going to tell me that Summer went live and nobody addressed it on the show. I think they would have kind of addressed it on the show. But either way, Dolly literally sat here and said she didn't realize that she was the one who brought it to the group because she was. Dolly would never admit this, but she was mad. Let's get into this video where Dolly trying to convince us she was not really mad at Lex and nothing like that. Girl, bye.
Now, I was not mad at Lex. I was not mad at Lex. I don't think they had me a little throwed off. I'm looking around. I don't see nobody. I got a whole nother person coming up here talking to me. Girl, where is you at? I don't have no issue with Lex about not helping me. I don't jump in all Lex fights. Lex don't have to jump into my fights. For real, for real. Oh, let me clear this up now.
Hold on.
Yeah, I did my thing last night or whatever. You know. Sometimes when I feel like it, I just was so irritated. Like, I was being cool. I wasn't trying to get like that with people because I really came this season just to promote my business and get to where I am now, as far as my music and everything. And everybody just kept on wanting that issue with me. Like, they just kept on wanting a issue. Like, what the real people at is like outside this TV stuff. Oh, I ain't fuck this girl. This girl ain't got time. But instead, trying to create a storyline is insane. When it could have all just been cool. Hell, Scotty don't know how to fight. Why I gotta come on his business? Bow. But if not me, then who? If they not gonna give it to you, then who? Dolly. Because bitch really be too scared to even get like that. They be too scared. Yeah, I did my thing last night or whatever.
Dolly was definitely mad at Lex. I would be mad at Lex, even if I didn't need your help. Girl, it's one thing for you and me and Summer to be beefing, But girl, me and you ain't got no beef. You just gonna let these girls just like jump on me like that? Even if it's one-on-ones, like come, if I was Dolly, I would feel played like a mug. But Dolly gonna sit up here and save face because Dolly don't want that fade with Lex because that ain't a fade you just go volunteer to go get. I'm telling you, man. And look, at Summer responded. Let's get into Summer responding about the situation.
Oh, Dolly said it. She said that's why she cried. Rewind it. So I didn't even. Dolly. I try to act like I forgot.
We don't mind.
What a bitch. Oh, Dolly said it.
So when y'all go look at the episode, you'll see when Dolly tells that to Tifa, and Tifa goes over to Summer and was like, "What's going on with you and Lex? Y'all slept together?" And first Summer was like, "What?" And she was like, "Dolly said that you ate Lex pussy or whatever." And then Summer was like, "She ate mine and I ate hers." And that's when it really popped off. But Dolly was the one who jumped out the window. Dolly was the one who jumped out the window. And I'm telling you, mad days when the truth come out. Let's go over here. So, look at her reacting to her fight with Dolly. I mean, with Lex.
Yeah.
You tell her coming up like she got real bad. No. Oh, that's a whole
The whole wig came off. And the lady got alopecia. Yeah.
That's her acting out the fight between her and Summer on the show. She whooped some ass. I ain't gonna lie. But Dolly whooped everybody's ass. Who ass she didn't whip? Tavy. She did not beat Tavy. Y'all think Dolly? I don't think Dolly won with Tavy. I think Tavy got her. I think if Tavy didn't get her, Tavy gave her a damn good run for her money. You feel what I'm saying? You spoke. Somebody said the OGs is exactly what Lex wanted to be. As you can see, she hanging over there with Rolly and Natalie, and Rolly ain't the one to be hanging with because that bitch on her way out the door too. Quiet as it's kept. I wouldn't hang with no Rolly. Natalie maybe. Rolly, I don't know. Because she on her way out the door. Now let's get into Dolly getting into it about the thing she said in reference to the kids. So we all know Kold Killa and Dolly been getting into it real hot and heavy ever since the show. And we all know Kold Killa had put belt to ass on Dolly, or at least she threw the belt at her. She swung it at her. So she put belt to ass on Dolly because Dolly brought up her kids, and Dolly was like, F your kids, F your ugly ass kids, da 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 da. One thing I noticed about when she was saying it was everybody on the show was super cringed, not because of anything other than the fact that we are mamas. And like we understand because we're mothers that it's certain things we just don't say about kids because we're all moms. Well, I don't think Dolly has children. I know Dolly got not grandkids. She look old enough to have them, but not grandkids. I know Dolly has nieces and nephews, but I don't think Dolly has children per se. Okay. So either way, here it is. Dolly gets into it with Kold Killa and started saying all type of horrible stuff about the little girl. I'm not going to repeat it, but I'm going to just say it was some stuff regarding essay and all types of stuff, okay? It says, bad Dolly is facing major backlash after trying to justify disturbing comments about Kold Killa's 6-year-old daughter. Fans say the situation crossed a dangerous line, and some believe law enforcement should step in. Now, let me say this as well. This was the only time Lex stepped in was when Lex went over to Dolly and was like, Dolly, please don't say that about the kids, Dolly. Dolly, she did the Home Alone kid face. Dolly, please don't say anything about the kids, Dolly. Please. The kids should be off limits, Dolly. And Dolly was like, man, get away from me with that ugly ass shit. It's up and it's stuck, okay? And I don't blame Dolly. If Dolly was drunk enough or off of another bean, she probably would have stole off on Lex, but she wasn't high enough for that. But anyway, so she's responding to the backlash because now everybody on Zeus Network is like, cancel Dolly. Don't cancel Dolly. Don't cancel Dolly. I don't think anybody should be canceled off of Zeus Network because everybody over there just doing what they want to do anyway. But here it is, because the baddies fans are very temperamental. Soon as they see something they don't like, is let's cancel Dolly. Let's cancel Dolly. So are we drawing the line at what she said about kids and everything else is cool? Yeah, y'all got to stop. Dolly ain't coming back anyway, but let's get into Dolly responding to that.
Saying now, talking about they gonna cancel you, this and that and third. Why would they when we have the number one thing, freedom of speech? Ain't that our First Amendment? Freedom of speech, our First Amendment. I ain't about to remember, yeah. Our First Amendment is freedom of speech. So please stop going there with them. You come for me, I'm gonna come back to you. I mean, it really wasn't that big of a deal to me. You started, them clips are edited out, whatever, cool. But like, baby, please, y'all wanted me to fall down so bad. Y'all thought I needed female to be who I was. Hoes jumping out my ship, but not even knowing I'm the captain. Not even knowing I'm a captain. My boat's so big right now. Man, I got a luxury upstairs, luxury downstairs. I got daycare for the kids. I got a salon there to get my hair done in. I got a glam room. All of this is inside my boat. Like in a big ass safe full of money so we can sell anywhere we want to. Like they saying now,
yeah, so that's Dolly saying that she shouldn't be canceled because she is the program. I don't know. And this is the worst part. She probably should be canceled. You know, she probably should, but it's baddies. Y'all don't care about no kids on no baddies. Stop it. I'm not going to let y'all cancel her on baddies because y'all don't care about kids on baddies. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. I just don't like the fake morality that the people get on baddies. It's baddies. You can't have morals on baddies. This ain't the place to find God in your morality. Why do y'all think y'all get to do? I know why. Certain people feel like they get to judge. This baddies. We scalping bitches over here. Ain't no morality over here. It's whatever and however. That's it. I just don't. No, this baddies. It's up. Like, no, we're not gonna insert what we want to call morals. No. We either not gonna watch it and not deal with it at all, or we gonna let the chips fall where they may. Y'all don't care about children on baddies. No, you do not. No, you do not. Because soon as one of your faves say something about somebody else's kids, y'all gonna laugh and kiki. I'll give you an example. Letta would have said that about Summer's kids. It would be mom's the words. Let Dolly would have said the same thing about Summer's kids. None of y'all would say nothing. But if Summer said it about Dolly's kids, then y'all will be on petition.org. Yeah, I'm not gonna let y'all do it. But Dolly girl, please. I'm not saying this is Dolly's last season on baddies. Maybe Dolly could come back, but I'll say this: she had more of a chance of coming back right now than because people like Lex. I don't know, because baddies have become more of a popularity contest, not even a real who we want here. Because let's call a thing. Biggie, Anna, and Latifah should not be there. Biggie, Anna, Latifah should not be there. They bring nothing. Absolutely nothing. They're just space fillers, seat fillers. Like they don't do nothing. They don't bring nothing. They don't say nothing. They just there. Why? Because it's a popularity contest. Scotty too. Right. Thank you from Twitch. Scotty as well. Scotty is another one. Brings nothing. But they're there because y'all like them. That's it. So now we're losing the premise of baddies. Baddies was never about who we liked. Baddies was about who was going to be a baddie, get their money, and be fighting behind the scenes and kicking ass. That's what baddies is about. No longer is it about that. Now baddies is simply about who we like the most and who we hate the most. But I can go down the list. Half of them people do not need to be there. Half of them do not need to be there. You take away Dolly, you take away the big three, you take away Kold Killa, not even Fauna. Take away the big three, Kold Killa. Who else? I think that's the show. Oh, Tavy. It's always funny seeing Tavy get beat up. I don't know why. It's just always funny to see Tavy get beat up because she asked for it. And then when she get beat up, she started looking crazy. Mariah Lynn, yes. Girl, it's only like 4 or 5 people. If you take them away, the show is done. The show is literally done. So it's not even about baddies no more. And I think that's why it's not fun no more. It's just about the mean girls. It's about who popular, who we like, and who we don't like. And that's why people like, ugh. And that's why it's about to go off. For real. Tavi could go too, Grape Tea, but Tavi funny. I just like seeing her get beat up. Because she begs for it. She'll beg. Baby Tavia come on here and say, y'all just hate me because I'm confident. I have confidence. You hate me because I have confidence. And the next thing you know, somebody done jaw jacked them. This Tavia. Getting jaw jacked. It just be so funny. I don't know why it's just funny to watch her. Like she don't have to be there, but it is funny to watch her get beat up every now and again. Every now and again, it does give me a key. But anyways, the show is nothing without a handful of girls. The show is not what it was, or at least what it set out to be. It set out to be a show about young girls from the hood riding around and getting it. Not it's about horrible shows on stage and mean girls. It's not fun because y'all favorites don't bring nothing to the table. Scotty don't bring nothing to the table. Natalie don't bring nothing to the table. Rolly don't bring nothing to the table. Anna don't bring nothing to the table. Tifa don't bring nothing to the table. Mariah Lynn don't bring nothing to the table. Sapphire don't hardly bring nothing to the table. Suki sprinkle a razzle dazzle or something on the table. Fauna don't bring nothing to the table. None of your favorites who y'all like bring anything to the table. The only reason they there is because you like them. And that's why Baddie's about to go off. I swear to God. Because it's not going to be fun no more. It's not going to be fun. It's going to go down like Bad Girls Club did. But it's in a worse fashion. Because y'all not even allowing the show to play its course. Y'all not even allowing the show to play its course and allowing the show to, you know what I'm saying? And just go. Let them film and let them go. Like how we used to. But now it's just, oh, we team this one and we don't like that one. Like, that shit about to be over with anyway. And I think I seen that because of the fights going on behind the scenes. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, in any other situation, I would say cancel Dolly, but not on baddies. Not on baddies. 7, hey, beautiful. Thank you so much for becoming a new member. Thank you. Elite Super Brand, thank you for the super chat. Says, my wife and I love you down to the ground, B1. Thank you so much. Thank you. And tell the wife I said hello, Elite Super Brand. Thank you so much for all y'all support. Love y'all. Jay New Orleans, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you, y'all. Y'all get the likes up on the video. 7, thank you for the super chat. Says, miss you at Voodoo. I be here, girl, in the back, mostly working while watching, laughing along and commenting. Gotta book my flight to visit you soon, my sister. Keep it stacking and popping. Okay, will do, my love. I love you. Thank you so much, 7. I was just thinking about you the other day. So you popping up is right on time. Thank you so much. Thank you. 7, thank you for the super chat. Said, boo, I can tolerate Summer, but Dolly, never been a fan. She's got a bad spirit saying she hope Kold Killa daughter get raped. Yeah. But this is the reason why Dolly is not going to get canceled for that. Because they don't dislike Dolly as a whole. It's not about right and wrong, and it's not about the show. It's about popularity. And right now, Dolly is kind of popular, so she's not going to get canceled. But I agree. Thank you again, 7, for the super chat. Says, Zeus edit out or silence it out. Yet people on my comments saying, oh, well, Kold Killa talked about Marissa's kids, so 2 wrongs make it right. It says, how old? No mature or some people I'll wait. Most people aren't mature. Let's just be honest. I don't know what Kold Killa said about Marissa's kids. Hopefully it wasn't bad. But if it was, that's probably Kold Killa's karma. Just Drea, thank you so much, Just Drea Britt, For the super chat says the only ones getting to the money was seeing Sunday at the smoke shop. Clock it. And I believe that any business done while these girls is on baddies, I could be wrong. Thank you, Just Drill. But I want to elaborate and expound on that. Any business these girls create music or anything while they on baddies, they will not own probably. I'm pretty positive baddies gonna take a nice little, and that's why they going around performing their songs in all of these places. Because when you really think about music, I mean, where are they percentage coming from? I'm talking about Zeus. Why are they so hell bent on these girls doing their music on the show? I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe anything that these girls build or create while they on Zeus, I don't think they'll own it. I don't. Drio 4668, thank you so much for the super stick. I appreciate you. I'm serious. I don't think they're gonna own anything because the show is now centered. If you notice about the premise of the show now, it's all about the performance. They don't even sleep at the houses no more. They literally renting houses to do house meetings, and then they shipping these girls off the hotels, having to meet up for dinner with no food, and then they put them on stage. Something in the milk ain't clean about that. Why would they cut the budget on the house? Or are Airbnb saying we're not going to allow y'all to rent our houses no more? Like, I don't know what's tea, but it's almost like baddies is holding on by a wing and a prayer, and the wing is the music, and the prayer is the few girls that's making it pop. Sad day to see. With that being said, though, let me get up off of here, y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Down to the ground. I'll catch y'all on the next one, probably tomorrow at some point in time. Y'all make sure y'all take care of each other. Peace.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Come on. That's right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up. Then it bust it open, lift it up. Yeah, come on, lift it up. Then it bust it open for your B-O-Y. For your rockin' for your lift it up, baby. Mix it with your bossa now.
Come on, blaze up. You know.
Drop me a nasty beat.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.